Okay, hello and welcome back to Bundy Burundi podcast. You might realize that we don't have Sean here today. He's actually ill and behind the camera. Speak, Sean.
Hello.
How are you feeling, Sean?
I feel like the way Steve Buscemi's eyes look.
It's not good.
No.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does.
You gotta get that checked out, buddy.
Okay.
That honestly sounds like AIDS.
Yeah.
That's what
Welcome
that
to
is,
the
right?
Bundy Burundi podcast. Today, our guest is...
Sean, you're behind the camera. Welcome to the Bundy Burundi podcast.
You didn't do it!
Welcome back to Bundy Burundi podcast.
He's gearing up. Let the man speak.
Warming it up. You might see that we don't have Sean with us, but
Yep.
instead we have Dylan McKenna, a close friend of ours.
Totally inadequate replacement.
I know.
Aww.
But, yes. So, let's see how this goes. Dylan,
Yeah. Gonzo.
what do you think? I'm just trying to think of conversation topics. It's always fun secretly rebelling against your parents.
Oh, yeah, that's my entire childhood. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah, like I always tried to rebel against my parents in like the best in like the smallest way possible. They were always like, "Do whatever you want. We love and support you."
Oh,
And so,
that's
yeah,
lucky you.
yeah. But they cut it off at certain points. So like the dream has always been to get a mohawk. Always been to have a mohawk. But they're not going to allow that. If I get a mohawk, they will disown me. But the closest thing I ever got to it was like growing my hair out really, really long. Sean put a picture
Define really long.
down to my shoulders.
Jesus.
It was bad.
I put it up.
It was. I was a freshman when my sister was a senior, and I went to one of her basketball games, and people thought we were twins, and asked like which homeroom Adder's line I was at. So, I got mistaken for a girl my freshman year.
I'm still led to believe you guys are twins.
Yes.
She's 3 years older than me.
But to be fair, you do look pretty
Incredibly,
much the
yeah.
same. Another photo that we could put up there.
Yeah, we are the same person.
I have one that looks exactly like...
Oh, Victoria and I accidentally wore this exact same outfit today. Like we went to go get our Christmas tree today, and so we just got dressed on our own, met downstairs, and then we look at each other and realize, wait, really? God damn it! I'm not changing. Are you? No. Okay, cool. So she was wearing drawstring. She was wearing like joggers, but they were like green, and then she was also wearing like a black T-shirt, and I'm wearing a black T-shirt and then black joggers, and then all in her denim jacket, and so we just looked exactly the same, which is
I do that a lot, except not with any of my siblings or any of my family members. I do that with Mr. the English teacher at St. X, where like if we ever walk by each other in the fall or in the winter in the hallway, there is a 50% chance that we're wearing the exact same thing.
yeah.
And every time, I remember I had him sophomore year for English, and I walked in one day, walked into the class, I'm like the last person to show up, because that's just how this is going to work out. And I walk in, I'm wearing like navy dress pants, and then a blue and yellow button-down shirt, and Mr. wearing the exact same thing. So I walk in, the class looks at me, looks at Mr. looks back, starts laughing, and just says, well, we got a very young man here.
Yeah, but you gotta say it like this, Risha.
I did the thing. You do the thing.
Oh,
Just snap it.
just
You see that?
oof.
I do it with every single pen.
Oh.
Every single pen that I have, or mechanical pencil, you have to do it.
During
Because
Just so you know, I do censor names. So I censor the names that I think
wouldn't want to be here.
Okay.
wouldn't want to be here. So just letting you know.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We were at that reminds me of when a read through for It's a Wonderful Life. Aaron or whoever asked me for a pencil, and I was like, oh yeah, here you go. It was a mechanical pencil, and so she like hands it, like at the end of the rehearsal, she hands it back, and the thing's broken off.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, cool. But like in my head, I'm like, you bitch, that was a great mechanical pencil, and you broke it.
But you gotta.
You gotta. It's like I always try to.
You
stop
gotta break
myself.
it.
I just try to stop myself.
Sorry.
Good job, Sean. Are we still in frame?
Sean, off camera, still managing.
Yeah.
to fucking.
I thought this job was gonna be easy.
You
No,
know-
man,
you
it's
know-
hard to let go. It's like being a parent.
Yeah. You now feel Ryan's pain of just him sitting behind camera and being like, they're like awful, but I have to like let them go at it.
It's just like in my head, I'm like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much.
As well, you should.
Yeah. We're gonna look back on this in like 30 years and be like, what were we thinking?
Dude, YouTube is not gonna be a thing anymore. We're gonna switch to Vimeo in like 2020. I'm calling it.
No, there's gonna be a new platform now, and it's gonna be so much
There has to
better.
be.
It's gonna be Instagram.
Safe for work Pornhub.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Like people are like legitimately switching over because of the.
What do you mean?
Wait. What?
Like
Switching over to Pornhub.
Yeah. So like, what is it? One of the like, there's like some gun channel on YouTube that was getting like copyright striked for like a lot of things, and they decided we're just gonna move over to Pornhub because the rules there are more lax, and like you can still make like,
No shit, the rules
Yeah, you
are
don't,
more
you don't
lax.
say.
But like no, like the trademark rules are more lax. Like not like just because it's a porn site, but yeah.
I mean, that would be my number one reason for why they're less strict on the content you can have.
Wait, hold on. So, did you say gun channel?
Yeah, it was like something like that.
A gun channel
Is
got
important.
kicked off of YouTube,
YouTube.
for
Didn't-
copyright issues.
Didn't get kicked off. That like they might have just been getting flagged for some random stuff, but they were just getting constant like it was just difficult for them to like make ads.
What were they? Oh, just in this climate, you mean?
Yeah, they're probably just making it. They were just difficult.
They were just not making money.
They're probably not making money off it.
Because like FPS Russia was doing that shit a while ago, but I just realized that he was classic YouTube
Yeah,
era.
and so then they moved over to Pornhub or whatever, or something.
Do you know where they are?
I have no clue. I don't know who they are. I don't know, but like
I will say, and don't take this out of context, you can find good shit on Pornhub.
yes, you can. They put like that's the thing. They put full length like just not porn movies on there.
Oh, yeah.
One time I found an Ocarina of Time speed run.
Just the dude doing backflips across the planes.
Yeah.
And doing the little rolls because it makes you move like 2% faster.
No,
Meanwhile, you click down and there's
just
the recommended videos is just filth.
after the World Cup, one of the World Cups, Pornhub had to
Your
tweet
parents
out.
watch this.
Shut up. Pornhub tweeted out
Mine don't know that this exists, so we're all good, folks.
a certain website.
There you go.
But they tweeted out, hey, can you guys stop after one of the World Cups and like the U.S. national team got destroyed by the Germans. They were like, hey, can you guys stop putting the German and U.S. team game under under the team section.
That was
when-
Argentina and Germany.
Oh, was
That's
it?
what that was.
Yeah,
when
young Argentina.
Germany beat them like 7-1.
Yeah, you
and
guys-
it was. I'm assuming that it was essentially just entire country gets fucked by 11 men at one time.
It was
Something along those lines.
It was like young Argentinians get like absolutely destroyed by Germans.
By thick German sausages.
Yeah.
I have no doubt.
I want to butt in here once again. 12-minute rule is a thing.
What are we at?
We're coming up on it. We're at 11:49.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna.
I always like doing the clap. The clap adds nothing.
Wouldn't it be great if you clapped and for some reason the lights in my house went off? Or we just had to reset everything.
Dude,
you have
that
a clapper?
happens more than I'd like to admit. Where like
Do you have a clapper in your house or
I
something like
want
that?
one so bad.
You can
It
order
was
off of
so
Amazon.
good.
Like I want it. Just but like connect it to some random
Those
shit. that
those
isn't,
should
like-
not have gone extinct.
They should.
I would love it.
It makes sense.
You know what would be hilarious though? Like, what if you like rig that in your
But
and
what
someone
if
who
you're
doesn't know that there's a clapper in their house? So like when they or if you like put
all right.
clappers everywhere.
Are our minds going to the same spot right now?
Yeah.
Figure.
You put it on something that isn't like for a light, and so like it's just your TV. Like, oh, I want to watch.
Oh
Netflix.
no! That was not at all what I was thinking. I was thinking that if you don't tell somebody and then they're in a precarious situation, and then the light starts strobing.
Yeah, they're like, we're being haunted by a ghost. Keep going though.
Hey, it could work in it could protect you in some instances.
Yeah.
What if you're getting robbed?
Just like,
Give me your money. Clap on.
You have to yell clap on before you do it.
That's a rule.
yeah. clap on, and you
Clap on and clap off. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
I have a feeling some people won't know what the clapper is.
Should we explain it?
The clapper was a piece of
There you
early aughts technology meant for those with arthritis or difficult mobility issues that you could connect to a lamp really, and they could turn off or turn on with a clap. Now, it unfortunately went extinct, but we want to connect it. We want to bring it back so we can connect it to other things. I really want to connect it like the shower.
Well, the connector is like, it just goes between the plug and the outlet.
I know.
Yeah.
So you could do anything with it.
Theoretically, if it's electrical, you could do whatever you wanted with it, right?
Yeah, with your phone. Clap off.
Is your phone plugged into an outlet at all times?
No, but like, just make it like extra.
Why would you have to clap on your phone? It's in your hand.
No, like clap on the phone charger. Just make it more difficult.
How would you do it?
Why would you?
How would you do that? Would you have to like throw your phone up in the air, clap twice, and then catch it? Let's see it.
Okay. There it is.
I'm gonna have Siri do that.
You caught it and then dropped.
I know. I was about to say that I wasn't going to give him, like, I never would have thought that he would have caught it, and he ruined it.
I mean, have you met me? I can.
Well, that's exactly why I had zero faith in you, sir.
Yeah, I have no sense. I'm not good. My depth perception is not good, so I can't catch shit. Like, I am.
Obviously.
Yeah, I can't catch shit. I can't. Sports were not my thing. Basketball, like any ball sports were not my thing. I was really shit at ball handling for basketball. And
I was awful at basketball.
It was a fun sport.
That
but
was
it was
real
awful.
bad. Oh, no, that was not fun either.
Volleyball wasn't bad because that's just hoping that
Yo,
you
here's
slam it.
Here's the 5'5" white kid point guard who can't shoot for shit. Let's see what he does.
I was taller for my grade, and so I was in the paint, and so I was fine with that because like all you have to do is just like block kids out.
You just dunked on fools.
Never dunked. I could not shoot.
I
shit.
was
Yeah,
trying to build you up for a second there.
No,
I will now resume the tearing you down.
Of course, but no, I like blocked kids out. Defense was my shit. Offense was awful.
Defense is the shit.
But I also fouled out of multiple games.
Now I never did that.
I
but
did.
across any sport, defense is the shit.
Mm-hmm.
We go right or left fielder in baseball.
Me? Outfielder.
Yeah, which one?
Fuck if I know.
Right field.
Okay.
Gonzo, you played right field.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, you made my. I was trying to do like a roast thing, and then you made it better.
Sean, I only played baseball like for 2 years, like in t-ball too. I was one of the kids that like.
Wait, you played t-ball 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah, I definitely did play t-ball 2 years ago. Though I only played it for like a year or two when I was like young. But no, they tried to used to get me on like second base once because like my dad was like, "Hey, put him on like third or second base." His grandpa.
You do not have the arm for third base. Sorry, man.
No, I did not. But I used to just be they like tried to teach me how to like you can't like stand it. You can't like stand on it, and like they just didn't explain it to me well enough. So I was just like standing.
You were like 6, to be fair.
I was also an idiot. Didn't know English that well.
All right.
But I was like in between I was in between first and second base.
And also, what a switch.
Yeah.
Didn't know English that well, and now.
Yeah, I can't speak Spanish. But I can't.
Or
speak
English.
To be fair.
Yeah. But no, I was just like in between the first two bases, and then I wasn't paying attention either. I was just playing like I would just be the kid that played with the dirt, like made it like a little pile, and then
Yes.
like, broke it down.
Pick the dandelions.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I used to play air guitar during soccer.
Yeah.
During soccer games.
I only played soccer for one season, and never even played. Like I only played like one portion of a game, and like I didn't understand what I was supposed to be doing. So I was just like, I'm chasing the ball, but I never like got good at it. No one ever I never even touched the ball during soccer.
Two of the main categories are like musician, kind of like that kind of creative mindset, or like the athletic mindset. You could pretty clearly see which one was me on the soccer field.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was a sporty boy.
Yeah.
I played the sports ball for about 16 years.
Yeah.
That's how that worked.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times.
I played for a decent amount of time too.
Not at all. Never going back. Thank you.
No, I miss being able to like I miss the game itself is fun, but I hated playing like in like an actual like league or like going like the obligation.
Fair.
The obligation of it, you know. But
I mean, that's kind of. I mean, I don't want to say that that's crew in theater.
yeah,
But for people who were actors and then get off stage, it's, at least for me, for this show, it's kind of, yeah, I love doing that, but I also want to be part of the process and not necessarily stressed out in every single performance.
like one of the best decisions I made for myself was not auditioning, because seeing everyone else get so anxious and like me just being like, oh wow,
Oh, there
I'm
was
so calm.
the sense of relief.
Yeah,
Yeah. The sense of relief when I didn't have to hit a note that's 2 octaves out of my range and could just throw the sheet music away.
yeah,
Oh.
like
For context, all 3 of us are not or did not audition for the next show.
No, we did
you're
not.
But I'm gonna be singing
mean-
that song. I'm gonna be singing the song all the time, but
Oh, sure, but I'm not being, judged on my performance of it.
not at all.
All 3 of us are student directors, and I am a stage.
Stage manager.
But like that still comes with the.
Stage managing still.
Stage managing still comes with all the stress involved.
Yeah, have fun calling the show.
Yeah.
I've been having a blast actually.
I will say this past week you like surprised me because you were like, oh, Sean's actually doing it
Why do people think I'm a dipshit?
because you hang out with me all the time.
It's why are you surprised?
It is dipshit by association, I
Yeah.
will say.
But like I could not be that. I'm not that organized for a stage man. I
No.
was like I can be it. I
Every
would be-
single
You-
person I talked to was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna be a head stage manager. They're like, oh no. I'm like, what did I do?
No, you and I are very much more towards the
creative aspect.
yes,
Yeah.
not the current director style of organization
Yeah.
and leadership, but more the It's a Wonderful Life
Yeah.
director.
I was fine with that because like
We also both do the same things
yeah
when we're watching people.
we were just like
Well, no, you're missing something. Cross the leg, lean back, left or right arm. Usually I got a pen in my hand, I got like a notebook on my lap. That's just, and you're just writing. And I look over and we're both doing the same thing.
yeah
And then during It's a Wonderful Life rehearsals or any other rehearsal I've had with that director, we do the same thing.
Like-
And it's kind of scary.
I remember sitting next to him and thinking like doing the exact same position and just like because I was comfortable.
But you don't notice it.
And then I look over and it's like he better not think I'm like trying to emulate him. I feel bad. I feel awkward. So I like switched up my
Yep.
position and be like, here I am. Like,
I don't respect you that much.
ha. Yeah. Like I still have not taken a single note. I feel really weird. Like
Seriously?
I took one for.
There
like,
you go.
I took one and it was on my phone though, so I felt like she thought I was like texting or something because she was behind me. But like I pulled out my phone to take a note, and it was because it was the thing that I mentioned said with Ellen Callahan, the 2 actors who were playing it. Yeah, I was like, I wrote that note down just cause, and then like, but I didn't need to write that down because I remembered it. I feel weird like saying.
Why do I feel like writing 1 note down is worse than writing 0 notes down?
Because it means that he realized that he hadn't written a single note down and felt the need to justify himself
He's
in
trying
some
to, like,
way.
meet the requirements
Yeah.
of any notes.
You got, hey Gonzo, you got anything to say? Yeah, I do. As a matter of fact.
Dang. Let me just search it here through all these blank pages.
When the director asks, do you have any notes? He's like,
Oh yeah.
Like no, the thing is,
I
like,
gotcha.
Even during It's a Wonderful Life, like I didn't take a lot of notes because I could usually just
Well,
like
you could
say in my
probably talk about it in the moment.
Yeah, I could
you
probably
just store it in your like short-term memory and bring it up when the scene's done.
Yeah, that's what I did. Like, and then for auditions too, like I just like knew everybody and remembered everything.
Yeah, I took notes on the people I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I still ended up with 6 pages of notes. Very different directing styles, I suppose.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna do a lot better once we get into the actual story, because like then I can like I can start piecing things together. 'Cause that's where I work well.
Also
Story.
considering that I didn't watch the movie until right before auditions. I
Yeah.
just didn't know what was happening.
I started piecing things together based off of memory of the movie. So I'm like, is this how they do it in the play or not? Is this how they do it? They're not doing it like that. Interesting.
also different directing styles. You prepared before the audition. When's the last time you saw the movie, Gonzo?
Let me think. So we had auditions that Tuesday,
Yep.
Wednesday, Thursday.
You're going to say like 6 years ago.
Wednesday night. So I watched.
Okay.
So like,
So you watched it before callbacks.
yeah, I watched it before callbacks just because I just didn't want to do my homework.
That was after. Yeah, that was
That's-
after acting auditions.
that's
You had
fine,
No idea
yeah.
what was going on.
No,
Oh,
I knew what was
well-
going on. I knew the relationships. I remember like, oh, that's the lawyer.
It's
I
like
knew
this
who-
is the love interest, this is the dickhead, this is the slimy dickhead, this is
Yeah, I remember all of
the
it. I remember
gay
the
pool
relationships.
boy.
I remember the relationships to
Have we
everybody.
even said the name of the plane?
Legally Blonde.
I don't know if we said. I mean, if we haven't, I'll just put it in.
Yeah,
I like being.
That's
vague
probably a
about
good
things.
idea.
I like being purposely vague about it.
We're good now.
We good.
Mm-hmm.
Can we clap? Here, hold on. You do the motion of a clap, and then I'll make this. Wait, no, that's a complete.
Do it.
yeah,
Right.
this seems Foley.
There.
Yeah, that's Foley work right there.
Yeah, man.
We did it.
Oh,
I'm actually glad you clapped beforehand because
Yeah.
that would have done nothing for me.
Oh yeah. On stage or in radio plays through. Yeah, you want to get that in the mic real quick?
yeah.
That's some good ASMR stuff right there.
Welcome back to
Welcome back to Bundy Burundi. That's a Rubik's
You did this last time too.
I know I did. It's a joke that
It has to, man.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I cut it out or not, but I wouldn't doubt if I
definitely
did.
No, you can't cut it out now.
I feel like a little bit better.
Yeah, I
There's
think
so much go on. That's
I think
why
we can
came here.
upgrade you from full-blown AIDS to just like HIV positive.
Yeah. It's not a death sentence
Dude,
just yet.
I
It's
looked
not
like
just yet.
shit yesterday.
You can
2
still
days ago.
use the Magic Johnson cure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That
get
being a
reference.
South Park reference. It's money.
Oh,
Ah.
South Park, you.
I love South Park. So we need to start taking up the model of the South Park episodes and just like we have the model of the South Park episode, producing an episode in 6 days.
You do.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
we got to like start.
Much-
we got to do the
much
animated.
less
now.
creative and
Good.
difficult.
No, I say we start making it even more difficult for us. We animate everything.
I have trouble putting shit in every couple minutes.
Like
Shut up, we
a
got
JPEG is enough, man.
we'll just make it like a really shitty animatic where it's just like a still image for like 5 minutes, and then a slightly different still image for another 6.
The first like 10 minutes of the podcast last week, I just like every single movie or book we referenced, I put like the cover of it in, and that was actually pretty easy.
Should we just name
Should we do something
Intellectual
like the
properties.
Tenacious D's
get copyright struck?
Post-Apocalypto?
Mm-hmm. What?
Tenacious D has been releasing an animation that they've made themselves. They recorded voices, made an entire album, and animated an entire movie themselves called Post-Apocalypto, and it's pretty much just a slideshow of like
It's a Prezi.
MS Paint drawings. Very provocative. I don't know. They somehow made it onto YouTube. It's pretty graphic.
Pretty graphic. I love Jack Black. Jack Black is one of my favorite human beings ever.
Oh, for sure. He's a huge inspiration for me.
Yeah. Y'all ever seen Nacho Libre? Love Nacho Libre. The Nickelodeon movie he did where he's pretending to be a Mexican dude. Well, he's not pretending. He is
He's
a Mexican.
pretending to be a luchador.
Yes, and it's so good. It's also like I'm almost certain it's a metaphor for Ignatius in the beginning of the Jesuits. Hear me out. He gets hit by a car and both of his legs are broken. It's the funniest thing in the world.
I totally dissociated about halfway through that Gonzo rant.
Yeah, I did too. That's typically what happens. My brain starts talking. My mouth starts talking, but my brain doesn't know what's
And
happening.
then your brain, you have like the third person camera pull back, and
Yeah.
you can see yourself sitting in this chair in this basement, like something of wave high. There's the imaginary camera that Gonzo thinks is following him around all the time.
Yeah, like you think you're joking.
That explains a lot.
No, yeah, I don't know who Gonzo is.
Are you saying that he sees himself in a third person perspective, like his whole life?
Yeah, it's like a game of.
He has a third person over the shoulder camera.
That's why I'm so clumsy.
And then when he gets in a conversation, the reason that like occasionally you'll pause and you'll say, "Oh, because you're thinking," I'm thinking there's like a dialogue wheel that
Yeah.
comes up, right? You get like
You gotta think.
you get the nice option, the neutral option, the asshole option, and like over here to the left is the sarcastic option.
Yeah.
And you roll the dice to see which one you get.
The thing is, like, you're not wrong, because I always, like, have to you forget, like, those feelings of, like, all that's stopping me from, like, doing this or this or this. It's just, like, social laws, right?
No.
Like, all that's stopping, like, really, that's all it is. Like, I've been in the middle of, like, church and being like, all that's stopping me from getting up and yelling the word pussy is the fact, is, like, some, like, societal rule, but it means nothing. So I can get up right now and yell pussy in the middle of church. And I have to be like, don't do it, you fucker. Like, I'm biting my tongue, being like, well, don't yell pussy, don't yell pussy.
Yes, you heard that correctly. Gonzo goes to church with his parents, who also now know he watches pornography.
Oh, it gets better.
I'm a good
And
Christian
all he can
child.
do is to suppress the intrusive thoughts
Yeah.
that are invading his mind every moment that the priest is
They are
delivering his sermon.
I've been, like, in the middle of, in the middle of shows, I've been, like, nothing's stopping me from, like, yelling.
From walking out on stage and screaming bong hits for Jesus.
Yeah.
Just walking
like,
back.
But, like, also, like, awful shit, too. There's nothing stopping me from, like, going up to someone whose dad died and being like, your dad died because he didn't like you, or something, shit like that. Right?
Jesus
What
fucking
the-
Christ!
Exactly.
No. What is stopping you, I think, is your own moral compass, and I don't
Exactly.
think that you...
Like, my moral compass, like, no, like,
It's
like,
not a bad thing. You don't have
It's
to
not a
fight...
It's not a
Oh,
bad
no.
thing. It's not a bad...
You don't have to fight your own moral compass and your own sense of ethics.
Right, yeah, no, the
Just
thing-
follow them.
But, like, yeah, I follow them, right? But, like, it's a weird thing of, like, I could say this. Oh, well, shit, now I have to stop myself from saying it. Even though I don't want
get
to.
why
I
you
don't
have to
get-
restrain yourself
Right,
so
it's
much.
just- it's not even a temptation.
Someone else is taking over control. I have no clue.
Hey, by the way, you want to clap for no reason?
3, 2, 1. Nope, that didn't work at all. I did like an out and in because I was trying to get more force in on that.
Okay, out, in,
Yeah.
3,
2.
1.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I'm so confused. 3, 2, 1.
Better.
There we go.
We'll get there one day.
Sean's just gonna edit the two claps together, make it seem like...
Oh yeah, it'll
No,
be
I'm
fine.
totally gonna leave all that in.
So I'm getting a
No, you
call right now.
divide it into 4 frames and just have them all go at
It's
once.
Jackson. I'm gonna ignore it. Love you, Jackson, but no.
Hopefully he sees that later on.
Oh, he does. He definitely won't. He doesn't watch the podcast.
He actually does watch the podcast. He watched like every single one in like a couple of days.
Oh yeah, he has.
He came to me during lunch or whatever, and he's like, you know, the more I watch the podcast, the more I relate to you. You're pretty badass. And I was like, whoa, okay, cool. This is doing something, I guess.
Yeah.
Doing something for somebody.
Yeah. I feel bad
Well-
because Sean does all the work for this, and then here I am just being like, I kind of show up and I'm sometimes funny, but not really.
Oh yeah, I'm worried that I'm just tanking the whole production right now.
Oh no, you were not.
Sorry, sirs
No, you're good.
and madams.
No, you're good.
No, Gonzo tanks it for sure.
I tank it.
Oh yeah,
I tank it.
bad.
He's just bringing me along because he feels bad.
Yeah, I asked him and I was like,
you took pity on him.
We'll do
However
this.
many
We
years
recorded
ago.
we recorded the first episode and we were like, in my mind I was like, why did I ask this guy?
Yeah. You see, right now I can't tell if he's making a joke or not, so I'm gonna assume he is.
Probably a
Like,
bit of both.
Just-
You know,
yeah.
little column A, little column B type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first episode was bad because like I didn't know what type of shit we were going for. I still feel really bad about that first episode because like he said we're doing a podcast. I was like, okay, so it's just gonna be us like recording a conversation,
Talking
right?
about the elusive episode 0.
Elusive
Yep.
episode 1. Yep. Elusive episode 0. The lost.
The
episode.
lost episode.
The
Damn
lo-
it!
Yeah. The Bundy
We
Burundi-
both hit the SpongeBob reference
I
too
don't
late.
know if I have it still. I might. I don't think I do.
Don't have it. Leave it. Lose it.
But that would
Leave it
be
in
that
the
would be
dust.
interesting to like upload
Bury it in
Like,
the
once
desert
we're-
like
once
the
we're
ET
rich and
games.
after the final episode comes out.
Yeah, it was just really bad because like I didn't know what to go in to expect. Like we both like it was I thought like my previous experience with podcasts have just been like two friends who aren't putting on characters or like being like extra for the camera, like just being there and recording their thing. And it's
Oh,
kinda
that's
fun.
certainly what I'm doing right now.
Same. That's like I figured it out afterwards, but
Yeah, you're doing great, Dylan.
I'm trying.
yeah. But no, like the first episode, I was just shooting down every single joke.
I had
Sean.
I had like a list of
Because I didn't like. I was like,
You-
Sean, stop like
you-
being an idiot.
I
This
was
is,
You
like,
broke the one rule of improv.
yeah.
exactly.
Never
Exactly.
say no.
It was so
and
bad.
then the next episode, he
Or-
made improv jokes, and it was really funny.
Damn it.
But,
Or
like,
yes and.
I made a topics. Yeah, if you've seen the first episode, you know.
I literally said yes and.
So I made a topics list, and I was gonna be like, "Oh, this is gonna be so funny," because I made topics that weren't.
Oh, these gotta kill.
That were nowhere near like the time period or anything. It was like, so Michael Jackson died last week. Yeah, how do you guys feel about that?
Oh my god, I feel so
And
bad.
then every single one,
God
he's
was like, what the fuck?
What? That's what do you mean?
I just was like out of the joke. I was like, I don't get what's going on.
Well, because I thought the funny part would be like you wouldn't know what the topics were, and
It kind of was funny, but I also tried to explain myself. I was like, it's just funny because like I'm just shooting down your joke. No, it isn't. You're just being an asshole.
Or just confused.
Yeah, I was also an idiot. Like one of the funny jokes that he had, which I think would work better, was only funny for us because we didn't record that episode or like film it. He like had the list of topics on his phone, but he brought out a piece of loose leaf and just like ruffling it and then like show.
I did. I wrote the topics on a piece of loose leaf after I wrote it on my phone.
Yeah.
Just because of that joke. Like I even like, so even if you like took it and wanted to read them, I took the top of the pencil like this.
Oh yeah.
I did like
Gotta
that,
get that frame.
and wrote them like that so that you couldn't. It was completely illegible.
Like 3-year-old with a crayon.
Exactly, and then I crumbled it up and then put it in my pocket. So when I needed, it was like, okay, let's see what my topics was. And like, that was a good paper sound.
That sound exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I just kept on shooting it down. Just shooting it down.
I fucking like I'm unwrapping the paper, and he's like, you have it on your phone though, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Like 30 years from now, this will be Sean's Vietnam flashbacks in the industry.
Yeah.
Is that one time?
I worked with this one kid in
This
high
guy
school. He was just like an idiot and didn't understand improv for the love of God.
You just said fuck you to everything that I wanted to do.
Everything, man.
Can we talk about Christmas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas is coming up.
Considering that was the one thing that we had going in, it's great that we avoided it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christmas is coming up, and as part of that, I'm sorry, I hate to like burst people's bubbles here, so maybe you want to bleep this out. But hey, kids, Santa is real.
Yeah.
So at this point, everybody just drops the pretenses and just asks you what you want. And I'm in that weird situation where the thing that I want is not something that I want to ask them for, and by them I mean my parents. And that's not because of anything bad, but because I think it's potentially embarrassing, and that's a guitar.
Oh.
Why the hell would that be embarrassing?
It would be embarrassing because of my brother's experience with learning the guitar.
Ah.
Which a few years ago, before we went into high school, my brother got 2 guitars, because we got him like lessons and everything along those lines, the whole 9 yards. Because, long story, because, to cut a long story short, because years ago, all the McKenna children had to learn how to play the piano, and no, that didn't quite work out. If you can tell from my musical skills as of right now, that didn't quite translate. But he eventually wanted to learn the guitar, so we got him 2 guitars and let him play, and got him an instructor. And then the boy just never, ever, 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 ever in his fucking life decided to practice that thing. Showed up to every lesson and just didn't know what he was doing.
Well, you have to like it as well.
He wanted to do it, and then the second he started playing it, he just said, yeah, no.
Well, I want to play piano too, but I also hate it.
I took piano for about 3 months. And like if I had practice, I feel like I'd be okay.
I took it for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Not great. But I would want to play the guitar. However, we don't have those guitars anymore because we bought them for a total of however many hundreds of dollars and ended up selling them at a garage sale for a grand total of $35.
Ooh.
2 separate guitars.
Yeah. I mean, you can probably find cheap ones on it.
I mean, I'm sure that you could.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely sure what I would want to learn how to play, if I should start with something like an acoustic guitar or just shoot straight for an electric guitar.
I feel that. Like, it's the whole... And, like, part of the stopping is, like, the whole embarrassment thing of, like... I would want to learn how to play guitar or an instrument or something. I asked Sean how to teach me how to play drums.
I won't get into that for you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not good. I don't have rhythm. I have no sense of rhythm, and it's like it's like I can't anticipate it. I'm really bad at it. And, like I can't anticipate beat or rhythm, and so he's like this is 90 beats per second. Just hit it on the thing. And I was like, I had it for a bit, but the only way I was hitting it.
Okay. Gonzo asked me for like a beginner drum lesson, and so I was like, hell yeah, I'll give you a beginner drum lesson.
Side note, Sean, you can play the drums?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit more than a little bit.
Yeah.
He can play.
So
certainly much more so than you or me.
Yeah.
So I took him into a practice room with the drums in it, and I gave him the sticks, and I was like, okay, so let's just do like a really simple like 2/4 kind of
deal. Yeah.
pattern. Where it's
Yeah,
like
and hitting the snares and the hi hats. Yeah.
like that kind of just thing, and then I wasn't getting that at all, and I was like, okay, let me just like make sure you can do this. So I got a metronome out for 90 beats per minute. About that.
Roundabout.
Probably too.
A little bit fat. Yeah, there's.
That's probably about 90 beats. And he was like not getting it. He would get it for like 2 or 3, and then
The only way I
he
could
would
get
get
it
it
is by
off.
watching his phone because it had the little tracker. I was like hitting back and forth. I was like this was a problem in rowing too because we're supposed to stay on beat with the rest of.
Oh no!
Yeah, we're supposed to stay on beat with everybody else, and like it sucked because I'm like everyone's at like and I'd almost get it, so they'd be like at 18 strokes a minute, which isn't kind of slow, and I'd be at like 19, and so I'd just be like shit, I'm hitting. I'd just be off. You could see me. And they didn't.
If you had a wide view of the river and the boat going down, you'd see everything moving in unison, and then a solid like second and a half later, you'd see one guy go like "fuck."
Yeah. Well, that was and the thing is because everyone's moving, you catch it pretty.
Oh,
quickly.
or you'll get hit.
Yeah, I got hit. I got kidneyed multiple times, just like right there. I kidneyed multiple kids by accident. I've crabbed.
What a phrase, by the way.
Yeah, because you get it's fast too because you have
Kidneyed.
Yeah, you get like fucking hit. But no, one of the worst ones was in the middle of a race. I'm on time, doing pretty good because they taught me the trick of like just staring at the person in front of you's oar and just like following it and being like, so here I am just making
The trick of paying attention.
Yeah, they had to teach me that. But no, I was off by a second or something, and like it caught, and I didn't have a good grip on the oar, and so it crabbed, basically meaning it went from here to like here, right? And it's like attached to one point, and they were like, "Oh fuck!" So I'm just yelling, keep on going," as I'm like ripping it down, and like this kid is just, and so the kid behind me has to keep on going, and he's just slamming me in the back. And I'm like, okay, I got it, and then I had to like wait a second and caught up, and then we were fine. But like I was just getting hit.
I mean, innately, it's not the fact that you're offbeat is the problem.
It's just
the fact that you don't know that
I'm
you're
anticipating.
offbeat.
Yeah.
Back to Whiplash from the other day.
Yeah, it's like
He was saying you're rushing, you're dragging, you're rushing,
So, like,
you're dragging.
here.
You're like, stop it! No.
just aim that microphone, and so you'll be the metronome.
Boy, I can't snap.
So I'll be Gonzo. And he was like, now you're rushing. Now you're rushing.
Am I?
Not quite my tempo.
It was like exactly. You were better off on the offbeat than you were on the onbeat,
Yeah.
and you didn't realize that you were on the offbeat. It was like exactly in the middle of the two beats.
I have natural talent. It's just that I'm just like confused by it.
You are a drunken master.
Yeah.
It was interesting,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, drum's not your thing.
Drum's not my
No, we
thing.
know that.
But the thing is, just like it's like getting in my own head. It's the same thing with dance too. Like
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, I'm fine with it.
So snapping can keep rhythm, right? So does clapping.
I was always really shit at clapping.
Let's see it.
But yeah, no, I was always, like in dance. I'm really like I have to like I've gotten better at it with thank God for Mama V. But like these past 2
Who
quarters,
might not want to be associated with this.
No, she's an amazing teacher, and I
Her
love.
name's
yeah.
Mama V. I don't think she'll.
Yeah. No, but like these past 2 like this past semester, I've been like getting better and better at it. Just because like it's not even
You
because
just have
like
to put work into it.
you just have to put work, and it's just and like one of the main things that she's been teaching is like just kind of like learn it, but like learn like what steps you're supposed to be doing, and then let your body take over. And of like okay, so I've been trying to like get out of my own head, and I've realized like when like, and so like if she tries to change something just like a little bit, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll pick it up in the dance. I'll get off in the dance just because of the sheer fact of like me trying to put too much thought into it. Like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do, but wait, that means I just like change the entire course of action now. So I just need to like get out of my own head for these things.
Yeah, that's me with singing, 100%. There is the almost the cliche of people think they're better at everything when they're drunk, or things along those lines. But I learned, while this was a legal thing to do in foreign nations, where the drinking age was 18, that I am legitimately a better singer when I am somewhat inebriated, to put it that way, because I get out of my own head and I'm not worried about it anymore.
Yeah.
Because when I'm doing, I just joined X-Men, for example, our choir group at St. X, which is non-cut because I would not make the one that cuts people.
Bleeping that out.
Yeah.
X-Men, run by Charles Xavier in a
Yes,
wheelchair.
exactly. Actually, you wouldn't even have to
I'm
potentially
probably not even gonna I don't really give a shit anymore.
Yeah, no, it's gone. We've done too much.
Cam had a St. X sweatshirt in the 4th episode. So.
Well, you said that we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Earlier,
I'll bleep
you
names
said,
out. I don't
you
give a
asked us
shit.
what school we went to.
I was joking.
Okay.
I mean, there's enough parameters that... Who the fuck is gonna care
Nobody
wherever the fuck we
cares.
go?
Yeah, like it's not like we're saying. Like,
But
it's not
people's
like-
privacy I care about.
Yeah.
But the issue with my singing for the majority of my life was the fact that whenever I heard my own voice, I would flip out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I couldn't do it, and I'd shut down, and the volume would stop, and it would make it sound worse.
Mm-hmm.
And then you end up in this vicious cycle where you just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the key to my being able to sing at least competently.
Is
Getting out of my own head. And that's probably dance as well, but
Yeah.
you know, I
And I
kind of
think
gave
that's
up
the
on
thing
that.
with music too, because Sean, part of it was I think because I was like, I don't want to embarrass myself in front of my friend. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of my friend on drums.
I was texting you the night before, or
Yeah.
a couple nights before, like, okay, I will
Like,
take
I
drums.
appreciated you telling me this. Like, you're gonna be shit the first time.
You're going to be shit, and I'm not going to judge you. This
It's
is
just like-
this is not an
I might
opinion.
still laugh at you.
This is not an opinion. This is a fact. You are not going to be good at this.
I mean, I knew I wasn't, but yeah, it was still weird. It was still weird. It was
A
so weird to
fact
think
that
like,
everybody needs to learn. You suck
at the
at
first
everything,
until you.
but
get
that's
better.
okay
You suck until you get better.
because everybody else sucks too.
Mm-hmm.
Except if you're a master at the thing, you only suck that much. And if you're a novice, you suck like that much.
It's just reducing the
Dude,
suck.
I was gonna say, like, that's a really good slogan. You
Yeah.
suck at everything, but everybody else sucks too. And then you like totally, you suck this much if you're have never done it before.
I mean, you just gotta
Credit
reduce the
to
suck.
Bomb Allen for that.
You just gotta reduce the suck.
Damn.
You gotta end on reduce the suck.
Yeah, man. This has been a great episode. Thanks to Dylan McKenna for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. Sean, cool. Do we want to pump? Is there any like?
I'll get in here.
Is there anything that you want to like pump out like in like your Instagram or information or anything if you want? Sean, you idiot!
The fact that we might need a new light.
We're good.
If y'all want to donate money to
We haven't
buy
set
us
up
some
Patreon
lights.
yet.
Yeah, we gotta set up a Patreon.
We're not going to. It's not set up a Patreon.
Let's set up a Patreon.
No, I don't.
$1 members get to
Nothing.
get to be a guest.
Yeah. $0 commitment to be a guest.
Just
Perhaps a shitty basement and a place to hang out will get you a spot as a guest.
Yeah.
Pizza works, helps.
If you just have like any place
Food.
for us to film, that'd be great. We're really desperate.
Yeah.
Entertaining. People were like,
Can I be on the podcast? But like,
people are wanting to be on the podcast now.
like
Which
a
is,
lot of people.
Hey.
it's
Like,
doesn't help the stress of it. It's really.
I mean, okay, what we
try
gotta
and
do is
plan it out
we gotta do mini episodes. I say like,
We have to do shit that's not podcasts as well.
yeah, we gotta
So we
expand
can
it out.
like
Have
put
people
people
on it.
in.
Diversifying your economic portfolio.
Yeah,
exactly.
not all eggs in one basket.
I'm doing an invisible chair right now, which is my legs are burning.
You are really doing the wall sit.
It's
I'm
not the
I'm
best
kind of
wall.
impressed
Like, you
actually.
gotta- It's
Do
impressive.
not make him go nine. His face
I'm
is gonna
just
make
trying to
covered up.
goddamn.
Okay,
trying
so
not to
go.
get cut off.
Cool.
All right. Thanks for watching. Come back next week. Maybe a couple of weeks. The Christmas episode. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
See what happens. Okay. See ya.
Bye bye.
Adios.
All right, that was good.
We never got to
Clap
talk
off.
about-